Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Motivation of Life. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this episode, we have some exciting news to share with you. Canada has just held yet another express entry draw in 2023. If you're interested in immigration and want to stay up to date with all the latest information, then you're in the right place. So, make sure to watch this video till the end, as we have some valuable insights to share with you. But before we dive into the details, we kindly request you to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Also, don't forget to push the notification bell, so you'll be the first to know when we release new content. Now, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. The Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has recently conducted its latest round of express entry invitations. On July 12, the department invited 3,800 candidates in a French-language category-based draw. With a minimum comprehensive ranking system, CRS, score of 375. Here's an overview of the most recent express entry results. On July 11th, the IRCC invited 800 candidates in an all-program draw. With a minimum CRS score of 505. This score is significantly higher than the 3 category-based selection invitations from the previous week, but still lower than the 511 required for candidates in the July 4th draw. Speaking of July 4th to 7th, the IRCC held draws on 4 consecutive days last week. On July 4th, there was an unexpected all-program draw, where 700 invited candidates needed a minimum CRS score of 511. This was the highest required CRS score for any all-program draw in 2023. Moving on to the second draw of the week on July 5th, it was the anticipated first-ever round of invitations issued to candidates with work experience in select science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, occupations. The IRCC invited 500 candidates with a minimum CRS score of 486. This draw was announced a week in advance. On July 6, the third draw of the week took place, inviting 1,500 candidates in an expected category-based selection draw for healthcare professionals, with a cut-off CRS score of 463. Finally, on July 7th, the fourth draw of the week issued invitations to 2,300 candidates with strong French-speaking abilities and a minimum CRS score of 439. But these are not the only draws that took place recently. On June 27th, the IRCC invited 4,300 candidates in an all-program draw, with a minimum CRS score of 486. On June 28, the IRCC issued the first-ever invitations for category-based selection, specifically targeting healthcare occupations. Overall, 500 candidates with work experience in healthcare occupations and a minimum CRS score of 476 were invited to apply for permanent residence. Now, you might be wondering why these changes are happening. Well, Canada's Immigration Minister, Sean Fraser, announced on May 31st that the IRCC had finalized categories for category-based selection. This was made possible by the royal assent of Bill C-19 in Canada's Parliament. The law grants the Immigration Minister the authority to invite economic immigration candidates who will support Canada's economy and promote the French language outside of Quebec. The categories were carefully chosen after discussions with stakeholders and provincial and territorial governments to identify crucial gaps in Canada's labour force. They include healthcare, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, professions, trades such as carpenters, plumbers, and contractors, transport, agriculture and agri-food, and strong French language proficiency. It's important to note that candidates selected under these categories must still be eligible for an express entry program. Additionally, having a high CRS score is beneficial, as candidates will still be ranked against one another according to the Immigration Levels Plan 2023 to 2025. Now, let's talk about the future. The IRCC plans to admit 82,880 new permanent residents to Canada through express entry by the end of 2023. This number will increase to 109,020 in 2024 and 114,000 by 2025. The new express entry categories will play a significant role in ensuring that newcomers to Canada help meet these targets while strengthening the country's workforce. That's all for today's video. We would love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please let us know in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. We hope the information provided was useful to you. Stay tuned for our next episode, and until then, take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments you'd like to share.